different sectors. And as I explained to you before, we had a previous action plan of 1.5 that is being approved, and we're in the process of implementing. We have been running some projects already and investment in some of the projects, but the more comprehensive programs will come like in the next month or so. So we commissioned a study for the impact of that money, meaning the 8.2 plus the 1.5. And we have to bear in mind that we will have another $8.3 billion notice for mitigation purposes, and 1.9 that we put it there as a tower rate thing to see like how we combine those with federal funds. The study was conducted with the assumptions that using the standard industrial classification from the planning board for 2002, but adapted to values of 2018 in terms of construction and services. 30% actually was the increment in construction and 10% on services after the review. So we commissioned that to the Estudios Técnicos, and Mr. Jeanelle was here before, and they were able to use that as standard industrial classification and combine it with the 28 programs that we have, plus the administrative side, because from all the funds that we're receiving, 5% has been allocated to the administration side that it will be across the other investments. So using those input-output multipliers from 2002 adjusted to 2017, combining with the 29 activities and the potential expenditure for investments that we're going to put on it, some numbers really impressive came out. These numbers also assume, use the assumption that most of the prime materials, raw materials that we're going to use come from the island, that most of the contractors are going to be from the island, and all this money is going to stay here in the island. So based on that, we took this and made it a portfolio, the administration portfolio, planning portfolio. And
Conference rules, there is 5 groups: housing, economic development, planning, multi-sector infrastructure. And again, this presentation is not intended for you to understand fully how the action plan works or it's going to work. I always invite everybody to go and read the action plan first, so you can really understand what's the intention of every program. There's no way you can go into the 27 program with the almost $10 billion worth of projects we want to execute, because you have a broad understanding of what it is. So the first one, if you put up here, and I just want to excuse myself, it's that $520 million is not correct. The addition of that, it's way over $1 billion. But we have economic development projects that are going to be run or spearheaded by the Department of Economic Development, Engineer Carlos Lavoy, which was here before us. We have multiple programs that go anywhere from incentivizing the agriculture market, small, medium agriculture, urban and rural, all the way up to construction revolving loans to incentivize local construction companies to get into the construction market due to the high volume of work that's going to happen, and grants for micro and small businesses. The biggest plan, or the biggest chunk of funding we're going to allocate, obviously it's a community development block grant managed by HUD, funded by HUD, is going to be for housing. Again, I'm going to go into all the programs, but our cornerstone program is going to be the R3 program, or the Single Family Repair, Reconstruction, and Relocation program, which basically goes into rebuilding or reconstructing or remodeling or refurbishing homes for low and moderate income individuals in all Puerto Rico. That program right now, it's under RFP. We received multiple, over 30 contractor bids for that project, for that program, sorry, and it should be allocated soon.
Tell you that we have experience lately when we did a ramp up right after Maria in our office. We were like 600 people working. We had prior to recession. We jumped into like 1,200 people in one effort. Then in another effort, we would jump into approximately 4,000 people we had in another effort. So we moved in. There's people out there. We just gotta go after them, and we gotta recruit them and show them and train them. But people that we hire, on that first program called the STEP program, which from our part, we had the east side of the island, and they were going out there and working really, really hard. To be very
growing demographic in the world. More countries and more continents speak Spanish than any other language. The fastest growing media companies in the United States are Telemundo and Univision. Walmart, Home Depot are all moving to accommodate the Spanish-speaking community. It's growing. But the point of entry into financing has to go through Puerto Rico. Why? U.S. laws, U.S. government, everything's here. Court system, U.S. dollars, security, educated workforce, universities, infrastructure. 90% of the world's tile line used to be produced here in Puerto Rico. You have 2 deep water seaports. One, unfortunately, is not being used down in Ponce. So I came here to look at opportunities, a variety of investment opportunities, as well as to do international banking. And Opportunity Zone is a phenomenal opportunity for money, as Jeanelle correctly pointed out, for money to flow in here. There's also government money, and I spend a lot of time in DC. I work with, some of my clients I work with are PIMCO, Goldman Sachs, Bechtel, Ford, Merrick, you name it. I work with those institutions. And I have one criticism of Puerto Rico. It's not PPP, it's not PNP, it's not the governor, it's not the statehood, nothing. When I sit in those meetings, none of those things come out of their mouth. It's one thing: process. Not policy, not politics, process. When I came to Puerto Rico, I spent my first year trying to understand the ground game. I didn't know who to meet, I didn't know what law firm to use, I didn't know what accounting firm to use, I didn't even know how to file my permit. I paid 6 months. It took me, I had to pay rent before I could hire Puerto Ricans to work in my office. You put process in place, the money is about to roar.
Any capital gain and investment made through the Opportunity Fund accrue tax-free as long as the investor holds them for at least 10 years. Just to give you an example, property that is sold in year 1 and has a proceeds of, had a capital gain of $100, it is reinvested within 180 days into a qualified Opportunity Zone fund. From year 5, obviously year 1, the tax base of that investor is 0. Year 5, the investor is allowed to increase its base in 10%. Year 7, the investor is allowed to increase additional 5%. That means that by the end of year 7, which if the investment is made in 2019, it's going to be December 31st, 2016, the year in which the person needs to recognize the gain. Instead of recognizing $100, it will recognize $85. On top of that, if the investor keeps the investment for an additional 3 years and sells the investment after year 10, the additional gain accrued will be completely tax-free. Let's say that the investor sells the property for $200 on year 11. It would only pay it will only pay taxes on $85 instead of the $200. And how does that comes along with the different incentive costs in Puerto Rico is something that we can discuss further in the panel, but it's definitely an alternative for those that are not necessarily interested or are not able to move down to Puerto Rico to benefit a 0% capital gain. But as you can see from the example, if you hold the assets for 10 years, this is an option to generate tax-free gain. That's it.
To Michael and Jeanelle, opportunity zones are for 10 years. How do we prepare for that in order for the investment to last more than 10 years and those investors at the end of the term just don't pack and leave? We don't want to go through another 936 situation.
I think the answer to that question is twofold. Number one, the biggest issue right now with the opportunity zone is the clock starts ticking when you buy the property. You have 30 months. So if I buy a property right now for, let's say, $1 million, I have 30 months to invest $1 million in order to get that property opportunity zone. The problem with that is the clock ticks when I bought the property. Now, I can't invest $1 million into the property and start hiring local construction because I'm waiting for a permit, I don't get the opportunity zone and I've lost my money. I have an opportunity zone fund right now hiring Puerto Ricans, but the money's stalled because can't get a permit, so the money's not going to flow in there. Now, the question was, how do you keep the money here? And that real question is an economics question. Puerto Rico needs to adopt the Act 20 to start exporting, because it's the businesses that the Opportunity Zone builds. The construction companies for the manufacturing company in there that's going to generate those businesses, manufacturing, export services. The island needs to export services and bring outside money in for the economy to continue to go. So the money's not going to leave, but to get the money here to get those manufacturings going, we need to get a process so I can get a permit so I can get construction underway to 30 days and we can hire companies to start building these buildings. So that's the issue. The money's not going to leave. The businesses have to fill those buildings, start hiring people, start exporting services. I think the Act 20 alone, every single Puerto Rican company, and getting rid of the Jones Act, this could be a giant, prosperous island.